where people are voting right now on a controversial measure to legalize marijuana. Issue 3 would allow those who are 21 years and older to use up to an ounce of that drug recreationally. It would also legalize medical marijuana for those with a prescription. If passed, Ohio would become the 6th in the country, the 6th state in this country, and the most populated jurisdiction to legalize recreational marijuana. Some big names helped get that measure on the ballot, including former reality TV and boy band star Nick Lachey, fashion designer Annette Lepore, NBA legend Oscar Robertson. They are part of a group called Responsible Ohio. The group's been airing ads featuring a 4-year-old girl named Addison Benton. Just 8 months ago, Addison was battling hundreds to thousands of seizures every day. Her mom says that the medications weren't working, so her family moved some 1,200 miles away to Colorado to try marijuana, where it's legal. Her parents say that she is now a different little girl. This is one of Addison's ads.
Now Addison only has a few seizures a day, and she's a kid again. We want to move back to Ohio, but we can't because her medicine is illegal there. It's time for marijuana reform.
Addison's mother, Heather Benton, joins me now via Skype. Heather, moving to a different state to try a treatment, that's a pretty big deal, especially when that treatment is illegal in your home state. What was it that convinced you that it just had to be done?
The series of events that takes place with Addison and her medication, it was only a matter of time before this new medication, Depakote, stopped working. So we had to start researching other options, and luckily we saw a TV special showing that medical marijuana was stopping seizures for children.
How exactly do you guys administer the marijuana for Addison?
Yeah, that's a good question. No children are smoking marijuana. Addison actually has a patch. It's kind of like a Band-Aid, and it goes on the inside of her ankles, and that slow releases the medication for her throughout the day, but she is not smoking marijuana.
Does she get high after the treatment?
Not at all. We have tons of videos and pictures of before and afters where her pharmaceuticals were actually making her high, and she's completely different now. She's a kid again. She's more alert now than we've ever seen.
One doctor at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus says that she's against issue 3 because she's very worried about pot products ending up in the hands of children. Take a look, take a listen.
Yeah.
The edible marijuana products are particularly concerning because of their bright colors of their packaging, icing, and especially their likeness to food products that the child is likely already come into contact with.
What do you say about those concerns from Dr. Denny?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they are concerns that parents have with children. But again, being a responsible parent, knowing that you have cannabis in those edibles, they should be locked up. They shouldn't be accessible for children to access. All of Addison's medications are locked up, including her pharmaceutical medication. It's the same as alcohol. You wouldn't leave alcohol sitting in front of your child to open up the refrigerator and choose from, or liquor. People have liquor cabinets for that reason. It's, again, being responsible with what you have.
Heather, how's Addison doing these days?
She's been doing great. It's been night and day. We, to go from hundreds of drop seizures a day. So her EEGs were showing close to 1,500 seizures, but visibly we were only seeing, anywhere between, a little over 100 to several hundred a day. To go from that to having days of 1 and 2 are just, we never thought we would be here. It's amazing.
If it passes in Ohio, are you guys going to move back?
Absolutely. We'll be so excited for all the sick Ohioans waiting and praying for this to pass, and we'll start the process of legally being able to obtain it in Ohio, and once it's available, we'll definitely move back.
Heather Benton, thank you so much for joining me.